This is the first block of MPC-004 and the important topics you can read for tomorrow's exam is this: historical development, emergence of modern social psychology, and then you can read this also: social psychology and other disciplines, and this one, social psychology and anthropology. Then in second chapter, person perception and social cognition, then schemas, situational and dispositional causes, covariation principle, fundamental attribution errors and halo effect, and Bem's self-perception theory. Third chapter. In this, you can do this: methods of analysis, ethnography, its characteristics and steps, and other methods. Chapter 4. I don't think anything important is in this chapter, but you can read these. These can come for 3 marks, I guess: deception, informed consent, debriefing, minimal risk. That's all from first block. Then in second, in this you can read these main topics. Then this one, gender and conformity, then compliance के principles हैं यहाँ पर, फिर 4 compliance strategies, you can also read these. Then obedience, this is important: obedience, forms of obedience, and factors that increase obedience. Then in second unit, pro-social behavior is really important: pro-social behavior and altruism, and factors affecting helping behavior. Then these, you can read these. Social identity theory has come in previous papers for 3 marks. You can this one also, social learning theory. Okay, that's it. Then in third, interpersonal attraction, propinquity or proximity. Then social exchange theory, reciprocity of liking rule, and this rewarding. Chapter 4, Aggression and Violence, Nature and Types. You can read types of aggression and what is aggression. Then measurement of aggression. And you can once go through these causes of aggressive behavior. Like, these are not that difficult. You can just read them once, then you can explain them yourself also. And then theories of aggression. You can also read this if you have time, if you want. Okay, then third block. Characteristics of attitudes, theories of attitude, organization, then stereotypes, characteristics, and difference between stereotype and prejudice. Formation. In this, factors of attitude formation and attitude change. This can come for 3 marks. Characteristics of prejudice, types of prejudice, and methods of reducing prejudice and discrimination. Actually, this is a really important chapter. Prejudice and discrimination. Then 4th unit, social conflict and its resolution, forms of social conflict and methods of social conflict. You can read these Blake and Morton strategies also. Then last block, first chapter, features of a group, characteristics of a group, group formation, then group conflict. You can read this topic also, types of group. Second chapter, group dynamics, measurement of group dynamics, and group dynamics and social integration. Unit 3, Social Identity Theory, Theories of Crowd Behavior, I think there's a topic in this about audience also. Yeah, here. You can read this also. 3.7.2, chapter 3, block 4, audience. Last chapter, cooperation, competition, and conflicts. In this, cooperation, types and roles of cooperation, then competition and causes of conflict, distinction between conflict and competition. Actually, the whole topic. And last, you can read this also, accommodation, once. Not that important, but you can at least read it. I think that's all.